Hello and welcome to Morehead Today. I'm your host, Gary Cornett. Today is Tuesday, September 20th, 2011. Morehead Today brings you local news and events from Morehead, and we also spotlight local artists and musicians. You can contact us at moreheadtoday@gmail.com, and you can view our show at youtube.com/moreheadtoday. On today's show, Jason McClurg will take us inside the Kentucky Folk Arts Center for a look at the work of Robert Morgan. Michael Farr brings us a story from last weekend's Autumn Arts and Eats Festival in downtown Morehead, and later we'll tell you more about this weekend's Cave Run Storytelling Festival. George Moulton will stop by the studios later to tell us a little about his upcoming record and sing a couple of songs for us. Everyone stay tuned. Morehead Today will be right back.
Do not text or talk on the phone while driving. Do stop at all stop signs and red lights on and off campus. Do not back out of a parking spot without looking behind you. Do yield at all crosswalks. And as always, click it or ticket. It's the law.
I'm thirsty, but I don't have any beaker bucks. Why don't you go down to the pawn store? They'll accept your flex dollars. Oh man, that's a good idea. Hey man, can you grab some chips while you're out? Fine.
Food, drinks, anything you might need. Come check out the Pod Store today, located in the first floor of Alumni Tower.
Welcome back to Morehead Today. Right now, the Kentucky Folk Arts Center is presenting the work of Robert Morgan. Last week, Jason McClurg got to stop by and check out what's going on at the KFAC. Tell us a little about it.
I got to meet with Matt Collinsworth. He's the director of the Kentucky Folk Arts Center, and he showed me around the upstairs exhibition area, and it's a really neat exhibit.
I understand that Mr. Morgan has a pretty unique style with the materials that he likes to collect for his art. Can you tell us a little about that?
He does. Everything is constructed with items that he found. Most people would call it trash, but he does a lot of soldiers and horse-mounted soldiers that are all made of items that you would just find, the items that people have thrown away. Basically.
Sounds pretty neat. Let's take a look at the package.
The Kentucky Folk Arts Center, located on 1st Street in Morehead, recently took Morehead Today on a tour of their installment, Robert Morgan, Age of Discovery.
The mission of the Kentucky Folk Arts Center is to preserve and promote self-taught visual art from Kentucky. In addition to that, we're involved in lots of other aspects of traditional and contemporary culture in the state. Our current exhibition is a series of works by the Lexington artist Robert Morgan. These date back some 20 years. Robert Morgan makes art from found objects, which means he takes junk, takes things that other people have thrown out, and creates something new with it. And it's very exciting. It's very colorful. It's very optimistic. Robert Morgan is a Kentucky artist. He grew up in Lexington, and he still lives there, and that's where he maintains his studio. And Bob spent a lot of time in his younger years in other parts of the country. He lived for a while in New Orleans and lived in San Francisco, New York, down in Florida. But he eventually made his way back to Kentucky and has established himself here.
The Folk Arts Center is open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and admission is free. The current exhibition will be on display until October 15th, and we encourage everyone to attend. For Morehead Today, I'm Jason McClurg.
When you got some homework and you need a place to go, when you're working on a project and your computer is slow, there's a little place on campus that I think that you should know about. The first story of the library is what I'm talking about. Walk past Java City and then you will see the new Commons area is where you should be. They got computers and printers.
Morehead State University's Kentucky Center for Traditional Music houses the fastest growing traditional music program in the world and offers a great opportunity to study bluegrass, old-time country, and Celtic music at Morehead State University. Access a unique archives of traditional music and experience entertaining and educational performances, lecture demonstrations, and workshops. Study and enjoy much more of our mountain musical culture right here at Morehead State University.
Welcome back to Morehead Today. Festival season is alive here in Morehead, and this weekend Twin Knobs Recreation Area will host the 13th annual Cave Run Storytelling Festival. This year's performers include Charlotte Blake Alston, Spencer Boren, Donald Davis, Dolores Hydock, Andy Offit Irwin, Sid Lieberman, and Antonio Roca. The festival was conceived many years ago after some Morehead families attended the National Storytelling Festival, and it began in 1999 when the Daniel Boone National Forest agreed to host it at Twin Knobs. The festival will begin Friday and last through Saturday, and activities are scheduled from 9:45 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets are $10 for children or those with a student ID and $20 for adults. A weekend pass may be purchased by children and students for $15, and a 6-person family pass may be purchased for $50 for one evening or $75 for the weekend. Evening-only passes, good for the 7 to 8 p.m. tellings, are $5 for children and students or $7 for adults. This festival is sponsored by the Morehead Tourism Commission, Morehead State Public Radio, and the Daniel Boone National Forest. You can obtain more information at caverunstoryfest.org or by calling the Morehead Tourism Commission at 606-780-4342. Morehead Today will be right back.
When you get dirty, you need to wash your hands. Left to wipe out before you eat. Left to playing in the street. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Everybody wash your hands. 'Cause being clean is the way to be. Yeah.
Don't have a breakdown this semester. University Bookstore has all of your on-campus needs and has a lot more than just books for your classes. Let us make your life on campus easier and more enjoyable. We have snacks, DVDs and magazines, and we have all of the gear to show your MSU pride. Plus a lot more. Stop by and see all we have to offer. The best part is, it's located right here on campus on the first floor of ADA, so you don't have to go far.
Welcome back to Morehead Today. Last Saturday, Morehead Today correspondent Michael Farr had the chance to stop by the Autumn Arts and Eats Festival here in downtown Morehead. Tell us a little more about it, Mike.
Yeah, Gary, it was a really good turnout. There was live music. A lot of people came out. They seemed to really enjoy the events for this inaugural festival.
Sounds good. I understand it was a pretty good event for the local vendors and businesses in downtown Morehead.
Yeah, I spoke with Paul Bishop, and he had a lot of really good things to say about it. It was a really, really good time.
Sounds good. I hope this festival continues. Boost a little tourism in Morehead.
Yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and take a look at the package?
All right. The Round County Arts Center and Morehead Tourism partnered to offer the first Autumn Arts and Eats Festival this past Saturday in Morehead. There was plenty of food to taste and art activities for children as well as adults.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. A lot of people out, good hometown feel, a lot of good food, some live music. I mean, I like it. Hopefully it's a thing they keep doing every year.
It's pretty fun. There's a lot of booths set up, a lot of food and arts and crafts, and it's good to see Morehead having a festival.
I spoke with Paul Bishop of Pasquale's and the Bakery on Main about the tents he and his crew set up, and he gave me in detail about what they had to offer at the festival.
What we're doing today, we're doing 2 booths. We're doing both for the Bakery and Pasquale's here in Morehead. At the Bakery, we did some of our cookies. We did the oatmeal raisin with the pecan cookie. We also did the mocha chip cookie, and we did the ginger snap. We did fresh German pretzels here, which we roll in the lye solution. And then we also did a variety of cupcakes. We did a chocolate and vanilla base, and we did a variety of icings. We also did at Pasquale's, we did red beans, rice, and sausage, and we did it with cheese and green onions. Had a great turnout here today, a lot more than anticipated, being the first inaugural event. But no, it's, as y'all can see around me, I mean, it's been a good day. Beautiful weather, great turnout, great support from the community today. So,
For Morehead Today, this is Michael Farr.
When you got some homework and you need a place to go, when you're working on a project and your computer is slow, there's a little place on campus that I think that you should know about. The first story of the library is what I'm talking about. Walk past Java City and then you will see the new commons area is where you should be. They got computers and printers, couches, tables, and more. It's the perfect place to go for study time galore.
Hey,
You have a meal plan? Use it.
Eagle card. What you gonna use? Eagle card.
Use your Eagle card and ADUC or alumni. Need a ride? Call the police and ask for the shuttle. It's free!
So you want to race?
Yeah, man, you're on. How'd you beat me here?
I took the MSU bus.
MSU bus, with hours from 6:40 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Don't forget to ride the bus.
Welcome back to Morehead Today. My guest today in the Channel 77 studios is George Moulton. Thanks for coming in, George.
Thank you guys for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be down here.
Not a problem. So tell us a little about how you got into playing some country music.
I started singing and writing songs probably when I was about 11 years old. I grew up with that kind of stuff. You know, my dad was always playing George Jones and Haggard and that kind of thing. And I had 4 older brothers, and so the music always varied from that to, you know, Ozzy Osbourne to who knows what else. But that just kind of hooked me, and that's just what I fell in love with, was that style of music.
Nice. So what would you say are your biggest influences that caused you to write? What do you like to write about?
The normal country thing, you know, heartbreak and all that kind of stuff. Like they say, happy country songs when a guy's wife comes back to him and his dog comes back to life or whatever. Yeah, I mean, the basic things. I like for a song to actually mean something. You know, I'm not a big fan of doing a song just because it's got a hook for a melody and people can dance to it. I want the words to actually say something and hopefully, you know, touch somebody in some way, because that's the kind of music I grew up on. All those songs had, you know, a meaning that I could relate to, so it wasn't just liking the song because of the melody. You know, I could sit down and listen and understand what this guy was going through and relate to that song and actually even help you get through some things.
Sounds great. I understand that John Michael Montgomery recorded one of your songs here a couple years ago.
He cut a song called Fly On. I'd actually written the song probably 10 years ago. And he had talked about cutting it for several years before he actually did. And you know, I was really pleased. John Michaels actually cut 2 songs of mine, and he's one of those artists where he would take the demo that I'd made, and I mean, when he cut it, he just cut it straight to T, exactly the way I'd done it. And so he didn't mess with what I felt in the song, what I thought of it, and cut it that way, and done a great job on it. It was a really nice cut.
Sounds great. And you're going to be playing at John Michaels Festival here soon, right?
Yeah, we'll be up in Winchester next Saturday at Likens Park. We go on, I think, at 3:30. And it's the second time that I've actually played a show, and they've got some great acts. Jamie Johnson will be there. Colt Ford and Montgomery Gentry's there the night before, so it should be a big time. I think it's his first festival he's having, you know, in his home state and all that kind of thing. So they have live music all day long, both days. It should be a really great time.
Sounds like a blast. And when will you guys be playing here locally at your honky tonk again?
I will be back at the honky tonk the very next weekend after, and we'll be here for, I think, 4 or 5 solid weeks, you know, through October and that stuff. I like to stick around for homecoming and all that, you know, when we get the big crowds. So we'll be here quite a bit up until the end of the year.
Sounds great. So you guys are going to be heading back to the studio pretty soon, right?
I'm going to start back about the middle of October. I'll be going down through the week and cutting some stuff. Actually very excited about it, cutting with just a legendary producer, Garth Fundus, and Garth cut everybody from Whitley to Waylon to Don Williams and everything Trish Yearwood's done. And I just, for me, as long as I've been doing it and working at it, you know, it's just a real honor to get to go in the studio and have a guy with his credentials that actually wants to produce something I'm doing. So looking really forward to it, and we're hoping to get everything done and have a new CD out by the first of the year.
Sounds great. I can't wait. Tell our viewers real quick where they can find out more information about you guys online.
You can go to georgemoulton.com. You can go, you know, we've got the Facebook fan pages and all that stuff, MySpace, the whole deal. So just wherever you decide to click on, you'll find something there. Most of it's generally about the same information, so either one of those places would be great.
Sounds great. We're going to take a quick break, George. When we come back, can we get you to play for us?
Sure thing. I'd love to.
Sounds fantastic. Everybody stick around. We'll have George Moulton when we come right back.
Morehead State University's Kentucky Center for Traditional Music houses the fastest growing traditional music program in the world and offers a great opportunity to study bluegrass, old-time country, and Celtic music at Morehead State University. Access a unique archives of traditional music and experience entertaining and educational performances, lecture demonstrations, and workshops. Study and enjoy much more of our mountain musical culture right here at Morehead State University.
Welcome back to Morehead Today. Our guest today in the studios is Olive Hill's own George Moulton. Thanks for coming in, George.
Thank you guys for having me.
Not a problem. So what do you got to play for us today?
This first one I'll do one, this will be a song off the new CD coming up, so it's a brand new thing that we're just now starting to play around with a little bit and see how it goes.
All righty, let's hear it.
I wish I could throw away all of these memories like old photographs put away in a drawer. Wherever I go, I carry them with me. I can't stand to see them anymore. And memories don't burn, they're too slow to fade. Well, I wish I knew how to throw them away. here in my mind, there's no place to turn. Pictures are easy, but memories don't burn. I've tried everything I know to put it all behind me. A new town, a new love, even old 90 proof. Each night in my dreams, you're there to remind me. What will it take to get over you? 'Cause memories don't burn, they're too slow to fade. And I wish I knew how to throw them away. Here in my mind, there's no place to turn. Pictures are easy, but memories don't burn. Yeah, pictures are easy, but memories don't burn.
Yo, what? You should try this.
What? This is amazing.
Fired Up Grill. Burgers any way you want them. Located in the Adrian Dorn University Center.
Welcome back to Morehead Today. Our guest today in the studios is George Moulton. Thanks for coming in, George.
Thanks again for having me.
So let's remind everybody where they can come out and see you this weekend.
You can come out and see me this weekend at Likens Park at John Michael Montgomery's Country Fest. I go on stage at 3:30, and every other weekend you can see me out at the Genuine American Honky Tonk right here in Morehead. So I'm always around.
All righty, sounds good. So what are you going to play for us now?
I'll do one that seems to be a favorite out there. It's a song called Driver Out of My Mind.
I love this one.
Packed up, no more room in my pickup truck when you see the dust. Means I'm out of here. Been a long time leaving. Nobody can say I ain't got no reason. Just disappear. Whoa, whoa, I need the road. Gotta get my mind on control. Gonna take myself and put me on a freeway. Gotta give my heart a little bit of leeway. 1,000 billboard signs in at least 3 states. really matter at all. I'll make that call when I get there. For a new start, for a broken heart, really don't care just how far it's gonna take. Hell, I'll go anywhere. Whoa, I need the road. Gotta get my mind on cruise control. Gonna take myself and put me on a freeway. Gotta give my heart a little bit of leeway. 1,000 billboard signs in at least 3 states. Tell the rear view wall, leave it all behind, and drive her right out of my mind. Take myself and put me on a freeway. Gotta give my heart a little bit of leeway. 1,000 billboard signs in at least 3 states. Tell the rear view wall, leave it all behind, and drive her right out of my mind. Yeah, drive her right out of my mind. Right out of my mind. Right out of my mind.
Back to Morehead Today. That's all the time we have for this week. Thank you for watching. We'd like to thank George Moulton for coming by the studios to play for us today. We'd like to remind you that you can contact Morehead Today at moreheadtoday@gmail.com, and you can view our show at youtube.com/moreheadtoday. Please check out all of the MSU-TV programming at moreheadstate.edu/MSU-TV. On behalf of the entire staff of MSU-TV, I'm Gary Cornett, and that's what's happening in Morehead today.